Now the big battle to determine who really is the best. Tomorrow, see the thrilling decider, the third Rugby League test against the Kiwis, exclusive to 7 Sport. Now...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was proudly presented by Pepsi.
The boss is a family man and no kids means no job. Help Wanted Kids, Sunday on Disney.
Ready for the game of skill and strategy as 2 top teams fight it out for School of the Week on Blockbusters. And now, here's the host of Blockbusters, Michael Hope.
G'day everyone, welcome once again to Blockbusters, to day 2, to a contest of skill, strategy, general knowledge and a lot of fun and excitement along the way. Every week on Blockbusters we follow 2 schools through the week, and if you missed us yesterday, here are the schools again. Thanks, Gary.
Yes, Michael, celebrating their Jubilee year in 1988, Nudgee Junior boasts a fine library and sporting facilities with particular success in the Special Resource Remedial Program and extracurricular activities. With the school motto, Pathway to Progress, Wynnum North has reached a high level of community involvement, with an emphasis on the family and the best educational development for its students, both academically and physically.
All right, 2 schools who are competing to find the School of the Week. And as you probably know if you've watched us for a few days now, we give 5 points for every correct answer. Those points add up and come the last moment on the last day, the school that has the most points wins a fantastic prize. So as we go into day 2 now, let's take a look and see what the scores are. Wynnum North, 60 points. Nudgee Junior, 25 points. Those points, of course, are going to change as the day goes on, and so at the end of the day, who knows who's going to be in the lead. Let's reintroduce the teams that we met just for a moment on yesterday's show. Playing for Wynnum North, we have Janelle Shearer and Christopher Moffat. Welcome back, Janelle and Christopher. Now, Christopher, we spent a bit of time yesterday talking about time and time travel, and you said you told me before that you'd like to live in the 60s.
Yeah,
Why is that?
Because I would rather the peace and quiet and not all, and I like the music better.
Who's your favourite music band from the 60s?
I'd say, looking, what's his name? Elvis Presley.
Right, Elvis Presley, yes. And the Beatles, they were big in the 60s.
Yeah.
Huge in the 60s, in fact. Welcome to the show, Christopher. And representing Nudgee Junior, we have Daniel Spencer and David Swan. Welcome back again, Daniel. And David, you've been on a school camp, I believe?
Oh, yeah, I went on the camp and there was a high ropes course there.
What's a high ropes course?
You've got a bib and a jock strap on.
Right.
And there's two metal clips that
Yes.
go onto the top wires, and
Right.
then there's another wire, and you go up, and it's the wire, and there's 2 wires, one on the top, one on the
If we
bottom.
gave you a piece of paper, would you draw it for us? Because it sounds... So you're wearing a harness kind of thing to
Yeah.
support you, again, along these high ropes?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. And how did you feel doing that?
Scared.
I would have been petrified.
I got up the first bit and then I went back down because I didn't want to do the rest of it.
Oh, good on you for taking a go anyway. Welcome to the show, both of you. Behind them, of course, we have our support groups for both teams. And without further ado, let's get into game 1 of... Let's have a look at the board for game 1. And as usual, we have 2 colours, red and white. Wynnum North are the white team for this week, and they have to make that move from side to side by joining up those blocks, and they can do that in a minimum of 5 moves. The red team, Nudgee Junior, are moving down the board from top to bottom, and they can do that in 4 moves. In game 2, we swap the position of those so it works out evenly. We'll put some letters on the board now, and as usual, these letters are the initials of the answers. So if you want to play along at home, see if you can beat the buzzer and beat Wynnum North and Nudgee Junior. L is where we're going to start with. Good luck, both teams. Just buzz in when you think you know what the answer is. What L was the location of the 1984 Olympics? Nudgee Junior.
Los Angeles.
Yes, it was. The Olympics were in LA in '84. And David?
K, please.
K. Just before we go to K, are you interested in Olympics? Like as a prospective player?
Not really.
What if they introduce high ropes in the Olympics?
I'd get as far away as I could.
Yeah, fair enough. I know about that speaking thing too, David. You get a bit nervous. This is the K question for both teams. What K is the surname of the actress who is perhaps best known for her appearances in The Good Life and To the Manor Born? Her first name is Penelope. Nudgee Junior.
Penelope Keaton.
No, it's not right. Wynnum North, this is just for you. Her first name is Penelope, famous actress. Nice expression, Janelle. It was Penelope Keith. Famous English actress, very good actress too. Doesn't matter, another K question for both teams. What K is Barbie's plastic... Wynnum North.
Ken.
Ken is right, plastic boyfriend. And Wynnum North has a block on the board now, and because they got that question right, they're in control. So which letter?
M, please.
M, as you make your move from side to side. What M is a plucked musical instrument? Nudgee Junior. No guess? Let me finish it for you, Wynnum North. You've got time. What M is a plucked musical instrument, generally having 4 pairs of wire strings, and it's tuned as a violin? Not sure about that one? A mandolin. Daniel, is that what was in your mind?
No.
No? Doesn't matter. Another M question for both teams. Good luck. What M is a rather old-fashioned word for a person who makes women's hats? No takers on that one? A milliner. A milliner is someone who makes hats. Here's another M question for both teams. What M is the part of our body where we hold our memories and do our... Nudgee Junior.
Mind.
Mind is right. Well done. So Nudgee Junior have a block on the board. That sounds means we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay with us. When we get back, we'll continue on with Game 1 on Blockbusters.
The Sega Master System 2 strikes again with the toughest games in town from $29.95 to $69.95. Wonder Boy 3, Battle Outrun, The Ninja, Rastan. The Sega Master System 2, serious fun.
Yes! Yes!
Blind Love, the #1 album from Rat Cat, out now.
In Thailand, they snack on fried grasshoppers because they don't have wagon wheels. Which would you prefer?
The wagon wheel! Eat the wagon wheel!
Weston's wagon wheels. A lot more delicious than fried grasshopper.
In the jungle one day, in a land far away, the king was collecting his rent. All the animals came, rich or poor, just the same from wherever the message was sent. But the crocodile Green, with his temper so mean, said he'd wasted his money on games. So the king said, "You'll pay, or in the dungeon you'll stay, eating spinach and burnt toast and brains." The croc said, "No, no, not that, please," and fell down on his knees. So the kind king forgave him his debt and sent him away forgiven that day, and the croc said he'd never forget. But the crocodile Green, with his temper so mean, found a monkey to take for a ride. "Pay me," he said, "or I'll eat you instead, and I'll gobble you right up inside." The monkey cried out and his friends gave a shout, and the king came running to see. He's learned nothing today, so take him away. Let the poor little monkey go free. Now our Father in heaven, through the Son that he's given, forgives us our sins and our debts. He expects us to not make a fuss, but like Jesus, forgive and forget.
As I promised, straight on with game 1 and Wynnum North. Which letter? Sorry, Nudgee Junior, you're in control. I beg your pardon. During that commercial break, my mind stepped out. Nudgee Junior, you're in control. Which letter?
B, please.
B. Okay. Which B was a famous Queensland politician who became Premier in 1968 and whose wife, Flo... Nudgee Junior?
Bjelke Peterson.
That's right. Bjelke Peterson was a member of the Senate. His wife was. And you stay in control, Nudgee Junior. Which letter would you like?
P.
P. Right, P is there. We've got something for you to look at to help you along with this question. Don't buzz in until I begin talking. Take a look. What P is the American Defence Headquarters? And, Nudgee Junior?
Pentagon.
Yes, that's right, a five-sided state, the Pentagon. And Nudgee Junior, you are in control.
S, please.
S. Okay, this will connect up your top and bottom lines, which means you'll have won game 1. Good luck, both teams. What S are saccharin, cyclamate, and Nudgee Junior?
Sugar.
No, I can't give you that because listen to the rest of this question, Wynnum North. What S are saccharin, cyclamate, and NutraSweet for sugar? No takers? Substitutes. See, by all means, you're allowed to jump in there, but sometimes it's a bit tricky because it has to fit into the question. But all of those things were substitutes for sugar. And here is a substitute question because we didn't get that one. Both teams are back playing. What S is a wedge of cake or a piece of bread? Nudgee Junior, slice is right. Well done. And game 1 is for Nudgee Junior. A lot of cheering coming from their support group. That's the way you did the game. Straight down there with a couple of detours. Congratulations. Don't worry, Wynnum North, that was only game 1. We're going to go straight on now with game 2. Just before we do, Janelle, talking to you again, you're into soap collecting.
Yeah, I've got about 70, I think.
70 different soaps?
Yes.
Where have you collected them from?
My sister and I got them for birthday presents when we were younger.
Are your friends trying to tell you something?
Where?
Well, just think about it. If someone keeps receiving a lot of soap, do you think they're trying to tell you something?
That I'm clean.
Yes, indeed, that you're clean. Good on you, Janelle. I'm sure you are too. And Daniel from Nudgee Junior, you're into writing stories.
Yeah, I like to write fantasy sort of stories.
Any particular characters that you keep repeating?
No, not really.
No? Good on you. It's a good hobby and actually a career writing. Welcome back to the show, Daniel. Good luck both teams as we begin game 2 of... Let's take a look at the board for game 2. As you'll see, to make it fair, the positions have been changed. Red is now making a pathway from side to side, and they can do that this time in 5 moves, and white can make a top to bottom pathway, and they can do that in 4 moves. It's game 2. It means new letters on the board. These letters, as usual, are the initials of the answers. And the computer tells us to begin each game, and it's S down in that corner. Good luck, both teams, as we begin game 2. What S was sometimes known as a jumbuck in olden times? Wynnum North.
Sheep?
Yes, the sheep is right. Well done. Wynnum North first to score in this game. And they're thinking about which letter? Which one?
R, please.
R, as you make your pathway up. What R is a Scottish dance? Wynnum North.
Oh, sorry.
Not sure? Nudgee Junior, which R is a Scottish dance?
Pass.
Pass. Okay, it's a reel, R-E-E-L. Not as in, oh, that's a real dance, but it's a reel. Another R question for both teams. What R is the doctor testing when he or she... Wynnum North.
Reflexes?
Yes, bangs your knee with a small hammer. Wynnum North still in control. And which letter?
K. K, please.
K, okay. What K is a small shop in a park or beach that sell... Nudgee Junior? Say again?
Kiosk.
Yes, that's right. Well done. Sells ice cream, film, magazines, lots of things. Well blocked. Nudgee Junior, you're in control now because you got that one right. So which letter?
H, please.
H. Okay. Remember, every 5 points for a correct answer. And this one has something for you to look at. Don't buzz in until I begin asking. Take a look at the TV. What H are the fish that... Wynnum North.
Herring?
Yes, well done. That was the drawing of a herring. And the interesting thing, Janelle, about herrings is that they sneeze when they're taken out of water. It's true. I met one once and it told me. No, it's true, little fact. Are you into fishing at all, Janelle?
No, I've gone fishing a couple of times, but I never caught anything.
Never?
Never.
I'd give up. I mean, that's just me. I'm glad you don't. But, you know, if you... How long were you fishing for?
Not very long.
Oh, that's all right.
But I didn't catch any, just too bad.
Yeah, too bad. Still the fun. Okay, another, yeah, Wynnum North.
B,
Sorry.
please.
B, they know what they're doing. Here we are. B question for both teams. Which B is an emotional Spanish dance? A bolero. Bolero, it's also the name of a piece of music. Wynnum North and Nudgee Jr., another B question for both of you. Which B is the name of the pigeon-toed member of Disney's Seven Dwarfs? Nudgee Jr. Private laugh happening there. Wynnum North, this is for you. Which B is the name of the pigeon-toed member of Disney's Seven Dwarfs? What do you
Say.
Buzz in, quick.
Bossy?
Bossy. No, he may be bossy. He's bashful. Bashful is the one. Pigeon-toed is, I can't show you, but he's standing, you know, like, oh, don't look at me, I'm embarrassed. Here's another B question for both teams. Which B is the usual name for a single piece of grass? Wynnum North.
Blade?
Blade is right, you've done it! Congratulations! Well done, Wynnum North. That's given you game 2. Nudgee Jr. won game 1, which means we're into a tiebreaker situation after this commercial break. It's very tense right here on...
Karen is covering for a criminal.
Man, you've got to do something about it, now.
Will family loyalty be put first?
Tell him.
Tell me what?
Home and Away, tonight on 7.
While Kellogg's Cocoa Pops is part of your complete breakfast, the jungle is part of the animals. But they could lose it all.
A chocolate milkshake. Only crunchy. Crunchy.
Kellogg's Cocoa Pops, puffed rice and natural cocoa.
Just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
I'm getting up soon.
Get up soon and get into the ultimate blues experience. 24 brilliant blues legends from Elmore James, Howling Wolf, B.B. King, John Mayall, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, and Fleetwood Mac. A fabulous double album of the legends that influenced rock. The ultimate blues collection. Excellent stuff.
Hey, we're white Martians, white and cider now. Like to know a way to make your smarties last. You eat the white ones first. Tell them here for a chance to win a Cape Canaveral Disney World trip. Or 1,000 space packs that are really hip. But race, we are soon shooting back to outer space.
White Smarties, great! With white chocolate, I know the answer.
How do you make your Smarties last?
Is Betty really deaf?
I can hear.
Or is Dad going mad?
Look at that, Betty. All the stuffing's coming out of your head.
Find out in a hilarious Hey Dad Wednesday.
We're into the tiebreaker situation because both teams have one game each. In the tiebreaker, we don't allocate points to the major score because what we're doing here is finding out which of our